The second film in the Benoit Blanc Knives Out film franchise is Glass Onion. The film is a fun but flawed murder mystery written and directed by Rian Johnson, and he takes extra special care to make sure that you know that. The film pits Johnson's southern fried celebrity detective against an accomplished but duplicitous tech magnate. The story begins as 5 knocks on 5 doors deliver 5 puzzle boxes to 5 friends, at least one of whom is somewhat disgruntled. When solved, these boxes deliver invitations for a weekend getaway on an island in the Aegean, not the Ionian, Sea. This is where tech billionaire Miles Bron has built himself an opulent home that he refers to as the Glass Onion. He named it after a New York bar where he and his friends, who he referred to as the Disruptors, used to meet on a regular basis. His friends bring with them a variety of hangers-on. These characters round out the ensemble cast, but for the purpose of this video, we're only going to talk about 3 of these characters: Miles, Duke, but chiefly the most underrated character of the entire film, Whiskey. In order to understand Whiskey's role in the film, you have to understand her relationship with Duke, which is clarified very early in the movie.
So this has gotten some attention recently, so obviously I would like to speak to this. And the answer is no, Jimmy Kimmel. I do not hate boobs. Boobs give us many useful things. Boobs give us milk, cheese, breasts nourish our young until the age where we can go out and hunt for them. Let's be honest, boobs are fun. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right, babe?
I love my boobs. They're so much fun. Oops, sorry, feminist.
Sorry, feminist. So when we're talking about the breastification of America, I mean, what that means is a breakdown in the natural order. Evolutionary truths that go back billions of years. So when you're asking a young man in America to slow down so a woman can catch up?
Duke is not only a stereotypical red pill men's rights podcaster. According to the film, he is the prototypical red pill men's rights podcaster.
You think people looked at him and saw anything other than the beef? Do you think they saw the first influencer to have 1 million followers on Twitch?
Yes, I did. There it is. Deal with it.
And Whiskey plays the role of his loyal girlfriend who is unwaveringly dedicated to his message. But as we discover later on in the film, that's all it is. She's just playing a role. And like any seasoned actor, she's always looking forward to her next role.
Why do you put up with it?
With Duke? I'm building my brand, and he's putting me on his channel more often. Though, he's leaning harder right into this mandem stuff. Like, if I'm going to go into politics eventually, I don't think that's a road I want to go down. Like, it's expeditious, but it's kind of a shit show.
And as it turns out, that applies to more than just her career.
Are you going to do it for me?
We're shown this scene twice. The first time is to establish that Duke has some motive for wanting to murder Miles. But the second time shows us something a little bit different.
Not that.
Oh, come on, come on.
It's all he wants. The YouTube channel's dying. He needs the exposure. Just put him on Alpha News, baby. Just a late night spot. And you know he's earned it with what he did.
Listen. I am building the future of news. I can't have rhino horn boner pill karma in the mix. See? Like, he is my loyal friend, but I can't put him on Alpha News, okay?
As it turns out, she's not doing anything that Duke hasn't explicitly asked her to do.
Right now, go to him. Do what you gotta do. Push that son of a bitch. Just get an answer out of him. Look, baby, we really need this. So do this for me one last time, okay? All right. Now look.
And he's asked her to do that before. And so then it should probably come as no surprise that in this liaison between Miles and Whiskey, there is a little bit more in it for her than just Duke asked her to. And as it turns out, this is more than just a one-time thing between the two of them. In fact, for as much as Miles pretends to be Duke's best friend, he's been trying to steal Whiskey away from him for quite some time.
Whiskey. Wow. I love that necklace. Great. Come on,
This whole thing?
bring it in. How you doing?
I'm so good.
Yeah?
Pretty island.
Greek Island, huh? Sexy, right?
So, Benoit Blanc, huh? Man, when you throw a murder mystery party, you do it right, buddy.
That's a beautiful necklace. You a Taurus?
Yeah, Miles got it for me. He, surprised me for my birthday. He filled his entire penthouse apartment with roses. It was very cute. He's a really good guy. He's complicated.
Whiskey. Miles saw you on your birthday in New York. Gave you that necklace for your birthday. And you're a Taurus.
And this film is laden with unspoken interactions between Whiskey and Miles that reveal to us that, in actuality, Whiskey is quite into it. In fact, one of the most recurring movements in this film is Whiskey moving towards Miles, often away from Duke, and sharing Miles' space. And on more than a few occasions, Whiskey treats Duke more like a nuisance presence than a beloved boyfriend. Whiskey knows Duke for exactly what he is, but her developing preference for Miles shouldn't be mistaken for her thinking that he's any bit better than what Duke is. In reality, she knows Miles for exactly what he is, too.
But I think it's really shitty what they all did to you and how they all treated you. I read your court transcripts and you got shanked.
Whiskey is referring to a court case in which Duke and the rest of Miles' friends lied in order to help him wrestle control of his company away from another one of their friends. So Whiskey already knows that as alluring as sharing the lifestyle that Miles Bron has may be, she already knows that lifestyle was acquired by no small amount of fraud. And surely she must know that in order to enjoy that lifestyle with him, she would have to not only betray her boyfriend that she has now, but she would also have to reward some very treacherous behavior by Miles Bron. And yet we see it in almost every interaction between Whiskey and Bron. She's quite ready to leave Duke for it. So much so that when Duke asks her to do this terrible thing that he asks her to do, she doesn't even wait to hear him finish the conversation before hanging up the phone. She literally can't wait. All of this is so in plain view that it actually seems kind of cynical when the film tries to pretend that Whiskey is some sort of kindred spirit with which Cassandra can commiserate. So with all of this in mind, let's jump to the infraction point.
You know, 5 minutes ago, Blanc was telling me that this whole party was a very dangerous idea because you all hate me so much that one of you would actually want to. It doesn't even matter. It's so silly. Wow, look at that dress spin. Birdie, that's amazing. Just watch this dress. Watch, spin that dress again.
Everybody, Miles says, look at me!
Look at you. She's a bird.
I want a toast.
I want to toast to the disruptors, my OGs. I love you, all of you.
Disruptors, breaking it and making it.
I could fall asleep at night. Turn on the music, we're going in the pool tonight!
We're all starting in the pool tonight. That's what I want.
Miles.
On your feet, genius. I want to see your...
Miles, Duke. Is he choking?
I think. No, he's not joking. Got him? You got him? Yeah. Duke. You see anything in there? No, because I feel like he's...
What?
I'm afraid Mr. Cody is dead.
That is literally the infraction point, and spoiler alert, Miles did it. Duke's death is a moment of truth, and Whiskey's truth turns out to be that Duke wasn't just some guy that she was putting up with to get herself ahead. She actually cares for him quite a bit, falling on the corpse and weeping inconsolably until Detective Blanc finally gently guides her away. It's also a moment of truth for Miles, and yet the audience doesn't know yet conclusively that Miles killed Duke. He is exactly who you think he is. He certainly isn't acting like somebody who just lost his best friend, but he is acting like somebody who just killed his alleged best friend, and is trying very hard to cover it up. While Miles perpetuates this farce, Whiskey retreats to the solitude of her room, where she finds that Cassandra has ransacked hers and Duke's belongings, trying to find any evidence that could link Duke to another, earlier crime, which, spoiler alert, Miles did that one too. But even now, Cassandra makes the mistake of trying to speak to Whiskey as if she's not really one of these disruptors.
I left Duke. I left Duke because I couldn't. He didn't deserve this. Help me tell his mom.
Hey. Yes, he did, okay? He is a bastard. I don't feel sorry for him. He deserved what he got, and you are better off without him.
It's worth noting that Cassandra wasn't actually in the room when Duke died, so she doesn't actually know that Duke's dead. She probably just thinks that Whiskey is leaving Duke, which Whiskey was making it pretty clear that she would. But Whiskey's smart, and she's definitely smart enough to remember that Cassandra wasn't in the room. So with a begrieved mind in an already suspicious state, Whiskey makes the deduction that she thinks Cassandra was the one who killed Duke, and a little bit of mayhem ensues.
Don't kill me! Oh my God! Please don't trying to kill you, you crazy bitch!
A mad chase ensues, one that eventually leads to the truth. And the truth is that not only did Miles Bron murder Duke, not only did he steal Cassandra Brand's company from her, he actually murdered Cassandra Brand. The woman who showed up at the island in the guise of Cassandra Brand is actually Helen Brand, Cassandra's twin sister, trying to solve the mystery of Cassandra's murder. Miles murdered her so that he could retain control of their company and continue to steal credit for her intellectual property. Miles murdered Duke to help cover up that crime because Duke figured out that Miles was the one who murdered her. Duke being Duke, he was willing to help Miles cover up the murder in exchange for a spot on his news channel. Unwilling to take on the risk of having a blackmailer in his life forever, Miles instead murders Duke. Whiskey doesn't know about any of this until Benoit Blanc stitches it all together for him. But as it turns out, the moment that she learns the truth is also the moment she gets to disappoint the audience by showing us just how little different she is from any of these other disruptors.
Raise your hand and say, I saw him take Duke's gun.
or as Helen aptly calls them, shitheads. And they very much are shitheads, because while Benoit Blanc is wrong about one thing in particular, Miles Bron is stupid in a lot of ways, but he isn't a complete idiot. He was somebody who was smart enough to figure out how to make himself the chief profiteer of the hard work of all of the other disruptors. Through his association with them, he's the one who's become wealthier than all of them put together. And yet everything that he's built is something that he built up on the backs of their hard work. And while all of them are stupid in one way or another, all of them were smart enough to figure out how to succeed in their chosen field. But while they are smart in some ways, they're also stupid in other ways, and it just so happens that they are all just stupid in such a way that they actually think that Miles Bron is the one who is responsible for their success, rather than them being the ones responsible for his success. I've gotten a little bit off track here. Like the other shitheads, Whiskey is now afraid of Miles. They've all seen exactly how far he's willing to go to keep what he has, even if he doesn't at all deserve it. The other shitheads have all deluded themselves into thinking that Miles Bron can still take away from him what they have earned for themselves. And as for Whiskey, well, everything that we've seen about her in this movie so far actually indicates to us that she's probably more focused on what she still thinks that Miles could do for her. So as much as we might have wanted to think otherwise, unfortunately, Whiskey is kind of a shithead too. She eventually does join in the destruction of Miles's ill-begotten property. But she was the first of them to express pleasure in watching Helen do it. But she isn't the first amongst the shitheads to join in. That turns out to be Birdie J. However, when she finally does, she is the one who is perhaps the most impactful, because the film has made crystal clear just how badly Miles wants her. But he isn't going to get her. The film ends with the glass onion in flames, the Greek police on their way to investigate a murder, and the surviving disruptors quite eager to testify against Miles in his upcoming murder trials.
No. No. Gang, we all saw the same thing. We know what happened. Am I right?
I saw the napkin he burned.
God, now that you mention it, I clearly saw him grab Duke's gun.
I saw him driving away from Andy's house the night she was killed.
Oh, you shitheads.
But it is worth noting, again with some disappointment, that Whiskey isn't among the ones who are telling him what they're going to testify at trial. Without a doubt, Miles Bron is going to go to jail. But in the end, will Whiskey help send him there, or will she try to protect him? That's a mystery that the film doesn't solve. You can find Glass Onion along with its predecessor Knives Out on Netflix, with a third installment entitled Wake Up Dead Man coming to Netflix on December 12th, 2025.